turns as though to bunt and takes ball one. As Mel pointed out, there's the one change in the original Chicago lineup. Voss, who played right field last night, is in left field today, as they made a last-minute switch. Joe Foy at the plate is batting .229 with 2 homers and 15 runs batted in. He tags this one. Voss back, and he makes a great catch against the wall and is hurt out there. Ken Berry over to him. But the White Sox trainer and the teammates are out there now, and you could almost hear that up here as young Bill Voss, the rookie outfielder, went back to take the drive off the bat of Joe Foy. The umpires, as you can see, are also present at the scene, or at least one of them. And while they're taking care of the needs of Bill Voss out there in the outfield, we want to give you the rest of the lineup. There's a sign they have for Bill, and now looks as though he's going to be all right. A little bit groggy, but up and walking around. And it looks as though he's going to have to come out of there. Yes, Bill Voss with a great catch.
Well, he was at full speed when colliding with the wall. He made a very good catch, one of the finest that we've seen. Of course, it has to go along with some that saw young Ken Berry make in center field here in this ballpark. Berry has quite a bit of range and has draped over the center field wall many times making plays. This young fellow made a great play there on Joe Foy. And last night, Ken Berry was chased back to the wall for a Ken Harrelson drive, and he too collided with one of the brick posts out in that left field seat. There's Eddie Stanky talking to one of the umpires and pointing out the spot where the collision occurred. Going out to left field now for the Chicago White Sox, we see Buddy Bradford.
There is Stanky as he comes back in. And Buddy Bradford is meanwhile warming up and ready to take over in the spot for Bill Voss. The batter for Boston will be Mike Andrews coming up. And to round out the order for you, Yastrzemski will bat third, Harrelson fourth, Smith in center field. The Hawk, incidentally, is playing right today. Smith is in center, Petroselli at short, Scott at first, Howard catching, and Santiago is on the mound. Peters has a wild pitch and a hit batsman in this inning. Full count on Yastrzemski now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3, he got him, and that's all for the Red Sox in the second inning. The runners go, line drive to Scott, and he will nonchalantly go over for the double play. George Scott takes the line drive, and Pete Ward was duck soup. Throws to Scott. Now they're chasing Aparicio, and Scotty tags him out.
A very big ballpark, symmetrical, moving in toward the diamond now, along the right field side. tough place to hit a home run. There's ball one to Joe Foy as we start off the fifth inning. Red Sox ahead 3-2. Not only the wind that Mel was telling you about, but the distances. 352 down each line, 415 to the bullpens. This one skips Foy away, almost hit him, ball two. 2-0. Look for the souvenir mug poster, then drive in and ask how to get the special price on your Red Sox souvenir mug. 2 strikes to Gary Peters. Andrews making the play to Petrocelli for 1, over to Scott 2, and the Red Sox have their third double play in the ball game. 4 to 6 to 3, nicely worked.
One and two. Wagner 0 for 3 on the afternoon. And he got him. Jose Santiago strikes out Leon Wagner. Joe Foy throws Berry out, and there are 2. Boston ahead by a score of 6-2. The batter is Ken Harrelson. Fly deep to left center in the first inning. Grounded to shortstop in the third. Walked and scored a run in the sixth. Single driving home a run in the seventh. Ball one. One thing the Hawk seems to be doing, and he says that part of this comes from watching Yaz, who has such great concentration at the plate. Every time he goes up there, you'd think there were 2 out in the 9th inning of the 7th game of the World Series. No matter what the score or situation, he is really bearing down at that plate. He rips one into left field for another run batted in. Joe Foy coming home. And it is Boston 7 and Chicago 2. Another base hit for Ken Harrelson. And he is 2 for 4 on the afternoon. He went in at 311. So he has lifted. Ball 4. With 2 out in the last of the 9th inning, Pete Wood gets a walk. The 4th walk that Santiago has allowed today. Fly ball to right. Harrelson going back. And he makes the catch to end it. And the Red Sox beat the White Sox here this afternoon by a score of 7-2, as you see Jose Santiago leaving the field. There it is, Boston 7, Chicago 2, and we'll have a rundown for you in just 1 minute.